0, 1. Let's get started.
Welcome to the Dugout Diaries away days with Mike McCaffrey here and Lee Penn. We've got George and we've got Harry of Guernsey FC. So we've turned up. It's Friday today. We turned up for the game for tomorrow, which is Guernsey versus Horsham YM. We've been given a lovely tour of the stadium. We're going to have a look round. So introduce them. Who have we got with us today?
George, Guernsey FC.
And my name's Harry Jones, also Guernsey FC.
So, gentlemen, firstly, how different is football here to the mainland?
Yeah, it's very different. I mean, you see sort of the way that football's played here. The Guernsey Football Association and Guernsey FC have got sort of their own philosophy, their own idea of being played. But if you look at it as a way how we play football in a different sense to how it's done on the mainland, is we've got a very different situation. So we have to take a lot of different things into account than what you would say on the mainland. Situations like travelling on every other Saturday, and sometimes in the midweek. So the players have got to take days off work for the morning and for the afternoon for while we're away and staying over. So there's a lot of different things that we have to take into account, a lot of different things we've got to think about for different ways of playing. But, you know, if you look at the way, you know, we've progressed as a team since we were founded back in 2011, you know, things are only going up at the moment.
I mean, I'm looking at this stadium, and currently Guernsey are in the Southern Combination Football League Premier Division. Made the headlines globally a couple of weeks ago with the old 6-7 against Shoreham, being so far down before half time to come back with one of the greatest non-league comebacks of all time. So, Harry,
Yeah.
you said you also do a little bit of commentating every now and
A little
again.
bit of commentating, yeah. So I was at uni for 4 years and I went away and did all the commentary for all the games, going around to all the grounds back when we were in the Isthmian South Central. So yeah, loads of late nights and midweek games, loads of Saturdays being sacrificed. But yeah, no, it was good fun. We lost quite a lot, to be honest, in step 4, so result weren't always the best. But yeah, it was a great experience. And once I even about 8th minute of a game, I was signed up for the squad that game, and then I had to come down all the way from the stands, got changed in the changing room, in the dugout, and then I came on for the last few minutes, saw out a 4-2 win.
That's madness, absolute madness. So, George, talk to me about recruitment, because you're obviously limited, I assume, just to the island. In there, within it, how does it work? What's the scouting network like? How do you look and find the players?
I think in terms of finding players like you just mentioned there are mainly born and bred in Guernsey. There's the odd player that has moved over here due to work. We don't really have any players that come over to play for Guernsey. There's only one at the minute, and he's moved over for work himself. Dylan, he's playing in goal. He's come from South Africa to move with his family. But you know, in terms of players and the way we say sort of recruit, like I mentioned before, there's a philosophy, and the Guernsey FA and the Guernsey FC are both really close knit and work together really, really well. So what we have is we have an academy set up. So we have what's called the Aztec Academy, but before that we've got what's called the Spirit Development Academy. So players have got the idea to become part of the Spirit Academy and then move to the Aztec Academy, and then there's what we've called the high performance player pathway, which where sort of the top level youth players are looked at and work with our coaches, and then they sort of their aim is to then play in the Marathi and play for Guernsey FC. So we've got players who have gone further afield. We know you'll be aware of the name Alex Scott, who's playing at Bournemouth at the moment and in England under 21s. May Letitia, who's playing for Manchester United and captains the women's side. So she scored her first Champions League goal. And there's players that come from Guernsey and sort of putting Guernsey on the map. But in terms of recruitment and how we get players over to Guernsey, like I said before, it's all through work. So we've got Dave Merris, ex-professional, played for York, Scarborough, Pickering, Rotherham United. So they're all here. But there's players like Charlton Govine, who's born and bred in Guernsey, played for Guernsey all his life. He had little spells away when he was younger, but he's come back to Guernsey and developed his game, and now he's probably the best player in the league. So in terms of players that are born here, they all go away most of the time, work on their techniques, and come back and be part of what today is Guernsey FC.
Fantastic. So, Harry, one thing that surprised me, we just spoke, is how many actual teams are on the island. Because if I'm right in saying it's about 65,000 people in the population over here in the Channel Islands. Talk to me, how many teams or leagues do you actually have below here?
So we've got 4 local leagues. We've got a top division called the Prio, which is a pretty good standard of football, to be fair, probably equivalent to about Step 7 in the UK. And then we've got 3 leagues below that. So 4 senior leagues. We've got a Veterans League as well. And then youth leagues pretty much at every single age group. So, yeah, there's plenty of football over here. I think a lot of people will probably be surprised at how much is here. You know, you're saying before you thought, maybe there's 1 league over here. But, we got I reckon there's sort of 30, 32 teams in total between the 4 leagues. So, yeah, everyone's, obsessed. Then we've got leisure leagues, stuff like that. So, there's hundreds of people who don't even play in the top 4 leagues. And then, the way GFC get players is generally players will do well in our top division. They'll start training with the club and then get called up. And that is pretty much our system of getting players into GFC. We don't have the luxury of signing players from, players who are doing well in England. So, yeah, that is pretty much how it all works and how the system goes up.
And, George, you do a lot here with the day-to-day stuff, okay? You talked to me, you've done the media, you've even done the kit, the things around the team. Talk to me now about the actual club and the first team in general. What are kind of aspirations for this year, seeing as you've moved from the league?
In terms of aspiration for promotion, that's what we want to do. We want to go back to the South Central. We thought last season and the season before we'd sort of been to and fro with relegation for a couple of years, and then it did eventually come. But I think the idea is to bounce back. If you look at the facility we've got around us, this is all part of giving us that stepping stone to the next best thing. And like I said, we've got players such as Charlton Govine in the team who have sort of been around for a while. Obviously, still only young, but to have been around for Guernsey FC for such a long time, to be able to help young players coming through. We've got a player at the minute who's only 17, Finn Patterson, who's playing week in, week out. He was a big part of that Shoreham win. But in terms of a day-to-day, to be able to come here every day and look at what we've got, you can only assume that things are going to get better because, like I said before, we've got players who are more than capable of getting us out of the division and keeping us in the next one.
Fantastic. And Harry, now obviously the logistics of this club is super different. All of the teams, when they saw you were coming into the SCFL, they were like, when's Guernsey away? Because obviously what they're doing is they're looking for their day when they get their flight over, like me and Lee did this morning. How different is that for the players, seeing, as you said, a lot of them obviously have their jobs.
Yeah.
And then maybe they have to take time off from work when they're travelling away. And obviously, when you're bringing teams here, how does it work?
So we've pretty much got to pay for everything, essentially, with teams coming over. So it costs us a fortune. Luckily, we get pretty good attendances, so we get decent money through the gate. We've got a lot of sponsors. So we probably get more income than a lot of the teams in the league. But then, the outgoings are massive. Logistically, they make it work somehow. I'm not quite sure how, but away days in midweek especially are tough. Often we don't go with the strongest squad. We'll have 12, 13 players maybe, as opposed to like a full squad of 16 or whatever it is now. It's really difficult. And like, as I said, once the commentator had to come off the bench, which is probably something that doesn't really happen with many clubs. A lot of like emergency players having to come in. We have, 16, 17-year-olds who come in and fill in on emergency, for away days and stuff. And to be fair, they've done well, all of them who've stepped up this season. But it makes it a lot tougher. And especially the last few seasons when we were battling relegation, having to go to these away games with depleted squads. And sometimes the scorelines are pretty brutal. But, fair play to the lads. They always keep going. But what you just touched on there about, people relishing the away day, that's quite a new thing. 'Cause a lot of the time people used to complain about having to come to Step 4. Teams hated it. We get dogs abuse on Twitter. Teams saying, why we got to come to Guernsey? They should be kicked out of the leagues. We've got that quite a bit. I think probably part of it is the fact we used to play on a grass pitch. Games will get called off quite a bit. So sometimes teams travel over here, games called off suddenly. They got a Saturday stuck on a random island doing nothing.
Do you ever get any problems with the flights? So say, for example, you've got to go, a flight gets booked up or anything like that. What happens then?
So it happens quite a bit. We can't get away sometimes, especially in the winter. And it ends up with our fixture list at the end of the season being mental. I think once we played sort of 25 games in 30 days or something. That was in sort of 2011, 12. It was something, I don't think that was the exact stuff. It was over 20 games in 30 days, which was absolutely ridiculous. Just because, flights cancelled in the winter, massive backlog. So yeah, come April, May, it's generally pretty chaotic. Hopefully that will be a bit better now. Obviously, with having this 3G pitch, games shouldn't get cancelled. But you can never rely on the flights always going, causes a lot of issues.
And look, we're looking at this pitch. It looks phenomenal. The whole stadium. This is not a step 6 setup at all. This is at least a few steps above. This looks beautiful around here. Absolutely does. Now, I've got 2 more questions, gentlemen. And I want to put this one to you here.
Yep.
George, talk to me about the rivalry with Jersey.
Yeah, it's massive. I'm an outsider. I come from the UK, so
Outcast.
Yeah.
Whereabouts in the UK?
I'm from Sheffield originally, but I grew up here from about the age of 6, 7.
That's what
I didn't mean to do that. That's me feeling a bit sick. But yeah, so I came here around that age. But to sort of through those ages of being 7 years old, to grow up and sort of seeing the rivalry between the clubs, I think 2017 we won it, but I wouldn't really remember that. I didn't go to that game, but the most recent one we won was this year down here. We had over 4,000 people coming into here.
4,000?
Yeah, for that game. So
that's incredible.
It was incredible. I mean, to the first ever Marathi Vase being played here. Dave Merris, who's as I said before, he's our left back. He manages the side at representative level, and we won it. I mean, there's police lining between the Jersey fans and the Jersey fans.
Segregated fans.
It's really hostile. And the people really don't like each other. They really don't get on. There's something called the Jersey Weekender, like a festival in Jersey, and a lot of Guernsey people go over there, and a lot of stuff does happen, antisocial behaviour, a lot of fights, because people really don't like each other, and that's all because of the football. But yeah, the rivalry is massive. Last week when we went to Shoreham, and we stayed in the Premier Inn overnight, we got back and Jersey Bulls were there because they'd been away to play.
No way.
They'd been away to play Three Bridges, and we got back to the Premier Inn. We were there, absolutely buzzing. We'd won 7-6, and they just conceded in the last minute to draw. So we were massive, and they were there after a poor result. But against a really good Three Bridges side, let's not forget. But yeah, the rivalry is massive between Jersey and Guernsey. When you speak to our manager, he'll tell you exactly the same. He's managed loads of Marathis. And loads of times when we've played Jersey. So, it's absolutely huge. Going to Jersey, it's a really good day out. Them coming here, I'm sure they'll feel the same.
Fantastic. And my final question, gents. We've got Horsham YM tomorrow.
Yeah.
Turning up. Club I know well. I know the manager well. I went and saw them the other night. They played against Peacehaven. I think it was 3-0 they won. Mm-hmm. They're starting to find form. I'm going to need a prediction from both of you lads.
Ooh. You know what? I think they'll be a decent side, but we've got pretty good home form. And, we lost our last home game saying that, but I think the lads will be very, very keen to bounce back in the league here at Victoria Park. So I reckon we're going to win 2-1.
Well, yeah, talking about our home form, obviously our last home game we played in the Vase, so we're still going on in the Vase, obviously winning 3-0 down here. But, I think overall, I'd like to see it. I'd always back us to win. I'll go the same as Harry. I say 2-1 Guernsey. I think Ross Allen will get on the score sheet, and I think it's Finn Patterson's day to score as well.
We're almost our best player tomorrow, though.
Oh, yeah, who's that? Who's your player?
Charlton Govan. He's away playing pool in Jersey.
What an outcast!
Yeah, like I said, on Charlton, he's such a good player. We do miss him when he's not in the squad. He's an absolutely incredible footballer. But like we say, we don't fall on Charlton every single time. We've got players in the squad that are more than capable of filling his position. The manager's son, who plays in the midfield, Seb Vance, he's really, really good. He's really energetic, and he can run for days. So, like I say, 2-1 Guernsey tomorrow, and we look forward to welcoming Horsham. Sure, we've already had them.
So we've got 2-1. I'm as controversial as it is. I'm going to go 2-1 Horsham. And I'm not going to be allowed out tonight when I think. And I would want all of the Guernsey fans to abuse me when I say that. Harry, George, legends. Thank you.
We're allowed to show it around here, we can't go in, Harry. He's precious about it.
Yeah. No, that's fine. That's
No, all good.
That's fine.
I didn't realise it.
Well, yeah, I'll just stick the camera in now. I won't move anything. Wow.
I mean, you can come in a little bit, to be fair.
We just can't go in it.
Apparently checks the footprints.
Look at that. Look at this.
So,
If I can just zoom in there, look.
We've got players doing
We've got a
rehab.
complete medical base. A mini gym in here.
So yeah, when we've got players doing rehab, they'll be in here doing their work. And when we've got, strap-ins, they'll go into Danny in there. Danny was the Team Sky physio.
Yeah, he is a genuinely world-class physio, isn't he?
Yeah, he
runs France and that.
Yeah. So he runs his medicals out of here. So like I say, if it's raining and the players need to do their stretch work, they'll come into some open space in here and then go and do some ball work if it's raining outside for 10
Absolutely fantastic, gentlemen.
I've not actually seen this bit, looking like this. I've only seen it when it was quite basic.
minutes. Yeah, but now
It's unbelievable, eh? But that
changing room is.
Yeah,
It's phenomenal.
Nuts, isn't it? Yeah. So we get all the if we got if the academy team are playing under 12s, 13s, they'll go in there as well.
Oh wow!
They're amazed games to go in there.
Yeah,
they absolutely love it.
The idea of it is
so
for them
nice.
to aspire to be part of the first team.
Yeah, exactly.
To
Yeah,
buy into the vision.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's so great having everything in one place now.
Come into
Everyone
it.
can see it and go through.
Look at all the boots.
We have about 100. What's it? 100 pairs of spare boots.
Yeah.
So obviously.
So what? So if a team forget their boots or a player turns up with the studs, you would accommodate
One of
them.
these, yeah. We
Wow.
have to do it a lot, yeah.
Every game, at least 3 people have got to change. So
Yeah.
normal blades aren't allowed; they're too sharp for the grass. That
Yeah.
through it. So we've got.
We're slightly more lenient now.
And even stuff like this isn't allowed, is it?
No flat soles, so the gaffer.
No.
Yeah, only.
Gaffer
they're
who
really
used to wear his
strict
own
about
shoes.
it.
He can't, because obviously a manager's probably worse standing in one place throughout the game.
Yeah,
with flat soles, going to flatten it. So yeah, we've got the best quality AG boots. Obviously in Puma, because we've got now Guernsey FC have got a little link with Puma through Alex Scott and Maya Letitia, who are both Puma
That's
ambassadors.
really
So
good,
you see, all our kits have gone from Kappa to Puma.
Yeah, we had a big event with Puma people came over, right? Maya came over, did a massive thing on the pitch, like 60 kids from the academy.
Sports
Did
director.
a whole session. Yeah, so it's like a massive old thing we had.
Question is there a pair of 10s in there?
There is
a pair of 10s.
We'll have a pair of 10s for you.
Good.
We'll get you out.
Lovely. So I can have a picture on the pitch with you boys?
Yeah. Do you want to go around first and then we'll get the boots out?
Yeah.
Cool.
Absolutely
Puma
phenomenal.
ones look like Link's Apathy.
Yeah, they do.
The artwork is incredible.
Awesome.
Yeah, so the local company, Smith Signs, they come down and sort all that for us. We sort of give them an idea on what we wanted, and they sort of just put it all together. And there we go. And then this is the idea of the tunnel. On a match day, we get, what would you say, Harry, between 900 to 1,200 on a match day?
Really?
Probably about 900.
There'll be about 900 here tomorrow.
Yeah.
And that's
Is that must be how you finance in the club as well, because the average attendance in the thing would be mid 300s, I reckon. in the thing.
I think
That's
Shoreham
step
had
5, yeah.
just shy of 100 the other
Yeah,
night.
yeah,
A lot
yeah.
of people missed out on that, didn't they? But yeah, so we've
It's
got
seen, it's seen, it's seen nearly 6 million times, wasn't it, that video?
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it?
it's absolutely incredible, isn't it? But yeah.
I want to know, lads, what was the buzz after that game? Because it's look, we're hearing it was, what was it 5-1 at half time?
5-1, 5-1,
5%.
about 30 minutes in.
Yeah.
5-2 half time, and we just scored.
And we know the Shoreham admin, right? And, he's like, I'm gonna have to lay off the beers because I've got some media duties. And then he's progressively, it's gone down progressively. What were the lads thinking, or more importantly, what was the gaffer thinking at half time?
Well, yeah, so I was there, and I'll tell you what, the gaffer wasn't there.
He weren't there.
Gaffer was on holiday. So Gaffer was in Austria. So we had the assistant manager and the first team coach at the squad, and our supporters. Because you'll notice we took we don't get a travelling support. We've got a group called the Mainlanders. So the supporter group is about 30 in that. Would you say?
Yeah.
Well, they're always over there. They're always over
We
there.
get at least 30 to our away games. So
Oh, nice.
That's really nice. And yeah, so they were loving it. But the speaking to the gaffer when he come back from holiday, he said he nearly threw his laptop out of his camper van at half time, especially. Obviously, we were.
So was there? I assume there's a few choice words said. Was there?
I'm sure there was, yeah. And I think he wanted to. Obviously, we saw his wife when we came in, but he was saying he wanted to pick up the phone, but she had to sort of restrain him from phoning people and get to bed, because she went to bed at half time, and then she woke up in the morning and he told her that we won 7-6. So yeah, that was.
And it blew up all over the world.
Yeah,
Sky
did a TikTok on it.
Sky have done it. Talk Sport did it. Specsavers. Everyone got involved.
Off, and I think
you said to me,
Yes,
it's
that's
going to go either 6-5 or something like 6-6.
You predicted it from there.
I said if we score the next game, we'll win the game. It's just not let's go, we'll win the game. And
I said the same thing. I was watching it. I was tracking it in the pub with like a bunch of Guernsey FC fans. We were watching the Champo, which I had on my phone. Every goal, which like, oh my god, we're actually going to win this game.
Yeah.
I was at another game and he was keeping me updated.
Oh yeah.
And I was like 5-1, especially because you turned over Newhaven over here, who are rated as a decent side. Yeah, and I was going 5-1, and then he goes 5-2, 5-3, and that. But let's just have a look around. This is.
Fast scored,
And then missed a massive chance to go 2-0 up.
And let's not be silly here. Their goalkeeper was the man of the match.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
Elliot Daly was absolutely incredible. He spoke to us after the game and he wanted to come sign for us. So
You've heard that? It's a scoop. You've heard that?
yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. We had Alex Rio who was playing for us that night.
His debut.
He's sure of now, isn't he? Yeah. Signed for sure of the next day.
Oh right, yeah, we heard about that.
Well, we already knew
Because
that's
he
what
was
he
moving
doing.
over, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's there
All
for
our
uni.
fans are saying like, oh, buzzing to see his debut, looking forward to seeing more of him. And then the next day, you get one game.
We knew he was going. They weren't actually happy that he was playing. You know, he was buzzing at the end. He was celebrating with the camera. Like, shut up, Alex, you're off in the morning.
So, do you know roughly
Yeah.
what it costs to put this project together? I'm not asking. It must be in the multi-millions, surely.
Multi-millions, yeah, I know that. I think we got a massive grant from the FA as well, didn't we?
Yeah.
Because it took sort of 7-8 years of planning at least.
So it's not like you had a sugar daddy or someone like that, because this is known as being a little bit of a tax haven, isn't it?
We had
Around here?
a bit of a consortium of different investors, local investors who came in. But yeah, so the FA helped out as well, and then local investors helped out. I don't know if the states put any money in. The states again, I'm not sure.
It came as no
took
expense
ages
to the taxpayer. There was
Yeah.
nothing. It was nothing to the taxpayer.
I mean, for the people looking at home, or when they see this video, look at this.
It's not too shabby at all.
You can see the old wind.
Training ground over there as well.
You got a training ground as well.
Yeah, training pitch. Yeah.
So what, you like the Man City of the SCFL now, are you?
Well, the thing is, the guys that came to lay out
Yeah.
then went off to the Etihad, didn't they?
Ah, so you are. Yeah. So if I see some people walking around in big white gowns, I know exactly what's going on, do I?
Where would you say on a match day, your hardcore fans, where do they go?
So especially when we're playing Jersey, that's where, because I'd say on a GFC home day, it's very family based. You get the odd fans behind, it'll be behind the goal we're shooting in.
That's where you want to be.
Generally at GFC games, it's like, as I say, it's much more like families. There's not an awful lot of noise, to be honest. But on Marathi, there's videos all over TikTok. Everyone's just packed in like sardines behind the goal. It is mental. Some of the chants that get going.
So I assume they get over by a little ferry or something like that.
Very, yeah.
I'll tell you what, fellas,
That's
you'll
the
have
place
to
to be.
come to the next Marathi we got here. Not next year.
Oh, we will. We'll come and do some filming of that.
We'll keep in touch and we'll get you down there. That'll be amazing.
Fantastic. Right, show me up here then. Look, this is.
What's that?
You've been over this video.
No.
Look at this. Absolutely first class pitch.
Behind, above the big scoreboard.
So where's the scoreboard's actually behind the goal.
Above the goal, yeah.
Massive. So in, yeah.
So I'm going to zoom in. I'll see that will be going there.
And then if you can just make it out above the scoreboard, there's a little white camera.
Yeah. What's that?
And then if you see above the D on the handstand,
Yeah.
that's another one. And then directly above us, we've got one there. And that is what's called video. So you'll be aware of what video is.
Yeah.
And they obviously film games. This is the second level video.
Yeah. It looks like the more Man City version. You like that's out. Yeah.
It's an absolute game changer. So get it onto my phone and
You analysts as well. Good.
One of our players, Fraser, who'll probably be on the bench tomorrow. Probably, I don't think he'll start. He is also our analyst pretty much, so he'll come away sometimes to do the.
So sometimes he might have to analyse his own game.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's why he's on the bench.
And on the topic of Fraser went away to uni and after when he finished uni, he got a job at Man United as the under-21s team
Oh,
analyst.
all right. Well, he ain't done bad then.
And then he went across the road. He went across the road to the City Group in Dubai, and he did work over in, was it Dubai or Abu Dhabi?
Abu Dhabi, probably, yeah.
He was there working for their academy out there, and now he's here. So we're grateful to have someone like him.
Downgraded a little bit in terms of football quality.
So what's this? What's this fan zone?
Yeah, so this is it. Fan zone down here. This is cordoned off on a match day.
Yeah.
Anyone can buy a ticket to come to the fan zone. Burgers, alcohol. Nice
We'll be doing a burger review tomorrow, mate. We're famous on them.
I like a little burger review. I'll tell you where it probably has the best, where I've ever been. Hamworth Villa.
Hamworth Villa.
And then Shoreham tipped them the other week.
Really?
100% for me.
Wow. Now I'm just going to slip my camera over. This is a training pitch as well. These guys have got training pitches. I think you see there. See, that's crazy. That's fine. It's fine, mate. Yeah, that's fine.
So that's a 9-a-side training pitch, but it does meet the requirements for a local first game.
Okay.
They can come and play on there because it's got first class training. So that should train better than what we've got. Obviously, you see just over the road, there's a local team there that play. So over the road, you can see their stand.
Another ground over there, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the local ground. Yeah,
That's where we play.
So which is because some said there was an athletics track around.
that's where we use the place.
Right. Okay.
First lane is a bit more that way. That's the massive athletics track around there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't the most ideal for the fans. This is purpose-built though.
This is, and here is the dugouts. Look at those. Lovely large technical area. Really came beautiful. And they are so far apart. So one thing you're not getting the managers on each other's feet. Because look at this.
Yeah, this is the handstand, named after our chairwoman, Julia Hans.
Oh right, okay, the handstand.
Handstand, yeah.
I get that. So you're hoping for a bumper crowd tomorrow?
I reckon we'll be, depending on the weather, I think. If it's nice-ish, probably, I think it'll be about 1,000, maybe slightly less.
And what was the kind of entrance fees here?
Entrance fees, I think it's about a tenner for adults. I think it's a fiver for the kids. I think it's about that. A lot of people get season tickets, so most of our stands are season tickets. I'd say about 80% of our stand is season ticket holders. I think season tickets are relatively affordable. I don't think they're too much at all. But yes, that's sort of our faithful.
It's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. We've got the big restaurant there as well. I don't know if you've seen the clubhouse yet.
No. So that is your own. So I saw that and I thought, well, that's a bit small, the old thing compared to the thing.
No,
so you have a proper clubhouse over there.
It's a nice restaurant. It's open like 7 days a week.
All right.
Restaurant. And then on match days, it's hectic in there. But it's a proper clubhouse.
We'll have it. And this is the home dugout. Yeah. Beautiful. Again, sun's coming out now, which is beautiful. Because I tell you what, it was peeing down earlier. So this is where they do the commentary up there.
Yeah, makeshift.
Either up there, and then we've got the actual commentary box, the announcer box mainly up there. Yeah, between the two stands.
Oh right, okay. So you got
get a lovely view.
look at how the other half live on the island. See?
Yeah, so
Is that where you sit? Is it?
I'm on the tunnel.
You hear his voice.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait for that tomorrow.
Be interesting. And then if you see where on the Titan Wealth stand at the top right, you can see those little black tables.
Yep.
Little spots for the press. So the press come down and we've got press officers and people who go and sit there and they'll got their own little space and table.
Surely you get people called out on the tunnel.
This is just
We can sort something out.
this is just absolutely phenomenal.
So ITV tend to come and film our games for the channel news, so they'll come and sit there. And then just over here, you've got all the goals and storage, etc. for what we use and what we put on the pitch for the academies.
Next week, every day. Yeah, holiday camps for the kids.
Oh, it's half term, isn't it?
Half term, yeah. So we'll get about probably 100.
So
kids
I assume you still have the same half term as the mainlands. Everything like that.
Yeah, they started last week, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, so ours starts today. So
so we're a week later then.
yeah, we're a week later.
So what?
Here we go. There's a nice little thing about what.
Oh, right. Yeah, let me get this.
You wouldn't believe how strict they are on it. Nothing gets past.
Yeah, I mean, where we are, I live right near the Sussex County FA.
Oh, yeah.
And their pitch isn't as good as yours, but you can't even go on there. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
And they were strict. They wouldn't let me go on without boots on.
No, yeah, you know, they've got to.
AFC Ringmark manager Tommy Haddon, he's very strict. He's like, if you ain't got boots, you ain't getting on.
No.
Yeah,
We had
exactly the same as that.
We had when Westfield came for the first ever game down here, we had 3,000 people here.
3,000?
Yeah. Oh no, 2,000. Sorry.
Is that Westfield from London way, is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's another one from down near Hastings
Westfield
way.
in yellow and black. Them ones.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the more.
Woking. That's right.
That's it.
Westfield. Sorry, there was 2,222 for that game.
Oh, the twos.
Moratti was 3,500.
3.5 we had.
Sorry, not
4,000.
4,000. 3,500.
Yeah. And there's a massive pitch invasion after the game as well. I don't know if you're going to say that, sorry, but
Moratti.
yes. After Moratti.
What from all the Guernsey fans?
Massive
Letting them know.
invasion, yeah, hundreds of fans.
Love that.
Onto the pitch. I don't think the GFA cared as well because I mean it was just such a good moment.
I can imagine his heart dropping though. The pitch.
I bet at first they were like, oh no, but eventually they were just like, ah.
But I like that because it does mean that because you got to bear in mind where we're from in Sussex, you could have 4 or 5 teams within a 5-10 mile radius.
Yeah.
And they're classed as derbies.
Local derbies.
Do you know what I mean? I know yours is a big derby. You've got to come over from the island. It's bragging rights.
Yeah, that's what it
Is that the same with any other sports? I mean, you said you have got rugby as well.
Yeah. The Siam Cup is played between Jersey and Guernsey.
second oldest competition in the world, I think. Rugby competition.
Really?
After the England-Scotland one, can't remember what it's called. Wow. But after that, sorry.
I'll tell you what was really funny. On the day of the Moratti, Guernsey and Jersey rugby team came together, didn't they, to play Sweden. So Sweden came.
A bit like a Lions game.
Yes, but you'd never get that in football, though.
No. I was thinking about that. But
So is this clubhouse bar, I assume, open on match days?
open on match days and open throughout the week as a restaurant.
Wow. Got a merchandising store as well. Look at this.
Home and away kits on sale, including different bits of
Do you know, if they hadn't already told me, I'd wonder where the British taxpayers' money's gone. But they've told me no, it's self-funded. Look at that merchandise store. I mean, I'm highly impressed. I really am.
I think the best thing is the fact that like just the community aspect of it as well. Like the amount of stuff we run on here, it's not just Guernsey FC or Guernsey FA. You know, we get local teams on here, we get cup finals on here for local clubs.
This is the hub of the island's football, isn't it?
Yeah, that's exactly what they wanted. I think that was the main aim. You know, we've got the GFA here, the Guernsey Football Association. All the kids train here. We get loads of events on here, charity tournaments, stuff like that. So everyone gets to use the pitch. I think that's the main thing about it. It's not just for the GFC.
Can you imagine
players.
that, the Litlands running around.
Oh, they love it.
And that.
They love it.
So I thought I'm going to go in.
So, like you say, a lot of it is used, but sort of you need to get people out, don't you? Yeah. Because that brings a lot of revenue.
Oh, right, yeah, I just said, this is, I'm blown away.
We do work with the GFC.
I am blown away, I really am.
We're on here every week in the summer. They charge us to use them, even with a discount.
So this is, is that the first team manager? And his name is? Tony.
Men's and women's manager right there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, really good, thanks. Yeah, let me check that out. Just say hello.
Home festival as well, pretty nice to show you.
Okay. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah.
So what I'll do is I'll show you the other dressing rooms. I'll show you what we've got for Guernsey. Okay?
Yeah, we've got that nice spot.
Well, I'd hope you will. Oh wow, look at this.
So this is community based, so this is aimed at the community as well. So we have games here in the local leagues, and we have games here like the academy, and people train here as well. So when we've got games down locally from under 13s up to under 18s or veterans football, they'll come and use these changing rooms that we've got in here. So this is where Horsham will be tomorrow. they'll be here tomorrow morning.
This is still very nice.
Very nice changing room. Very nice changing room for the level.
You see some of the changing rooms. Showrooms is not.
No, it's not ideal. It's not ideal.
It's not amazing.
Fantastic. You still give them all this, huh?
Yeah. No, it's not bad at all, but compared to our own one.
Well, let's have a look how the other one
too
looks.
much, but it's nice. It's very, really nice.
And then, so we've got two of these changing rooms, both the same. Match officials are down here. We'll save the best till last. Kit room, so we keep all the kit.
Love that.
Match officials will be in here on a match day. Match orders over there.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't smell ideal, does it?
No. It's useful.
Showers, etc. Everything you need in here. Obviously come out to the artwork, which is pretty nice.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
Beautiful,
That's
isn't
a
it?
double of that, so that's another one of the
Yeah.
same. And then, so that's the kit room.
This thing is my favourite one.
This one.
Yeah.
We should put Jersey there and put a one there.
Yeah.
That's the gaffer's office. I think he's got a meeting in there at the minute.
Oh, okay.
And obviously we've got this. So the idea is, I think, to come out of their dressing
Yeah, I
room,
like that.
they sort of see it, make it territorial.
Yeah, that's nice.
Then we've got the Guernsey Inspired changing room. I will go and get the key for the little
the physio
the
room
master
as well.
key.
What's that for the physio room?
Yeah, if you ask them,
Yeah.
if Dan's in there, then we won't bother.
Of course, you've obviously got to have the
Different boots,
Yeah.
So if afterwards you want to take a walk on the pitch, we can get you some boots sorted and you can go
Lovely.
get some photos on the pitch.
Yeah.
Now,
Right, let's see what we've...
the one.
Oh, wow. Hang on a minute. This is the Guernsey home. Look at this.
Wow.
It's like something out of a step 2 thing, this is. Look at this. Wow.
It's pretty brilliant. You know, it's my Friday, so I've been here and this morning going through different players that we've got. So on a match day, a Guernsey player will come in, say we'll go to the skipper, Ross Allen. Ross Allen arrives to his spot in the morning. He's got his stretch band, so we'll take you into the little studio in a minute if we can get the key. And he'll get his vest, shorts and socks. Everyone will bring
So
their own.
that's his data vest, is it?
Yeah, day vest.
Love that.
So we'll bring with him. He'll bring his own quarter zip, warm up top, and his shin pads. And his boots, of course. And then everything else is here for him. Obviously a stretch band. So if it's raining, like it has been this morning, we've got a game and we don't want to take him outside. We've got a little stretch studio. So see if Danny in there. You know.
Got that Guernsey money. Guernsey money. Look at them. First 50s, 20s. Oh, he's there! Oi, oi.